Oh, now it works. Oh, see, Nvidia's going back down again. I see. It tried as best it could. Nvidia. So open door. I went live because open door needs to break a key resistance at 780, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We want to see if open door is going to break 780. I can't be on long though. That's the thing. I tried to go on live earlier, but it wasn't working, so I lost a lot of valuable time. But I want to see if we're going to break 780. That's the question. More volume is coming in, so can we break it? We have four green volume bars right here, four in a row. So that's always going to be a good indicator that um, some good price movement is about to happen. And we have four right here, a nice volume bar right here, 776, 780 is what we need to break. Probably will, just how it is when you get momentum. I want to see what's going to happen when we break 780. When we break 780. So that's the goal right now, to break 780. Anybody here? Say hello if you're here. If you're in the chat, say hello. If not, I'll probably get off in about 7 minutes. Yeah, I get off about 7 minutes if not too many people show up. But yeah, so see if we can break it. 775 right there, 775. Any other charts that y'all want to see, type it in the chat, like always. See what Amazon is doing. Amazon consolidating sideways. This stock right here has some good news, so that's why it's up a lot. EOSE, $16 stock. Marvel did good today, but Marvel, one of the two. Marvel, yeah. It did good today, but it came back down. But always retrace it. Tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but Monday. 775. Let's go. Pay the 780. We're waiting for. Let's do it. 774. We got resistance at 777 and 778. Then you got the 780. Then after 780, it's off to the races. After you break that 780. That's why I'm looking for it. 776, 777, 778, then 780, then that's it. That's it. Then we'll hit 780, and we can pretty much go to 790 probably. And then there's a big resistance at $8. Big resistance at $8 again, though. Thanks for the likes, everybody who's here. I don't see anybody in the party, in the chat room. I don't see any participants either, but it says I do have 3 likes, so thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. I'll give my own self a like. There we go. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Even likes myself. But yeah, 775, 774. Can we do it in the next 5 minutes? What else is going on? Amazon coming down a little bit. NVTS. Consolidating, haven't really did much today. Up 4%, but took a big dive yesterday. A lot of stocks trading sideways. Nvidia's coming back down again. I bought the low at 250, 252 or 253. I bought a low at around 250. Yeah, I bought it around 253. It went up a little bit, but I had to get out of there. It's just moving, not having good movement. Not having good movement in Nvidia right now. But I'm waiting for not Amazon. I'm waiting for Open Door. Hopefully break that 780. And Nikki, hello, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, so I made a stream. I'm trying to see if it's going to break that 780. Because if it breaks 780, it's going to let loose. Open Door. It's going to let loose. Positive things is coming next week. We could actually have a big volume run at the end of the day, because some people are going to want to get in before the market close, since there's a lot of events coming out next week for Open Door. Do you think Open breaks 10 anytime soon again? I think Open Door is going to break 10 if it has a good earnings and a good earnings call or a guidance. I think maybe 10. I don't know. 10 is a stretch. Let me check real quick. Let's see where we at. So the first big one is going to be 885. Then it's going to be 950. So somewhere between 885 and 950, I think we should have. It's doable if we have a good earnings and a good guidance for Open Door. 885 and 950 is doable. $10, possibly. If we get a lot of volume and a lot of attention again, like we did before. We need a lot of volume. Like before, remember before we had a lot of volume, we had like 300 million days, 400 million volume, 200 million volume. Right now we have about 92 million volume. Yeah, so remember I said before, we need a lot of volume for this stock to go up. On this day, October 24th, the volume was 207 million volume. And we moved from 723 to 839. So it seems like anywhere between 150 million to 200 million plus, we start seeing real good moves for Open Door. Thanks for the likes. I'm kind of expecting back earnings as I doubt anything has fundamentally changed about the business from before. Well, as far as the earnings, I'm not too sure about the earnings as well. Oh, there it. Look at the times and sales. The 780 is almost there. It almost hit. I wasn't even looking. Almost hit 779 now. Yeah, for the earnings, I'm not too sure about earnings because a lot of houses aren't selling really. But I think we're gonna have a good guidance, and then we have exposure from Robinhood. So a good guidance and Robinhood exposure, I think can carry us a little bit higher. We almost hit that 780 though, almost. I think the call will be huge, as it would have said. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a huge call. The question and answer in the Robinhood app is going to be big, and I think the guidance is going to be good. I think he's going to talk about pretty much, that the housing market is going to recover, Open Door is going to recover. Pretty much what I say in my Open Door videos. What can happen with Open Door in the future once the housing market recovers. That's what I'm thinking he's going to say. He's probably going to talk about the interest rate cuts, how the interest rates for housing is going down. There we go, 780. See, we hit 780 before I was about to get off. I was about to get off at 3 o'clock, and we just hit 780 just now. I'll go 2 more minutes. But yeah, at 780, we hit it. That's why I got on. We were at 775, and I said, when I saw the chart, I said 780 is about to hit. And there's the volume from 780 right there. See, we have a nice big buy block at 780, and then we got the 781. So if you follow my live streams, I always get on when something big is about to happen, right? And there we are, right there, 781, 782, 783. So, if you have your notifications on and you see I came on live, something big is about to happen, and that's why I just came online. 6% up, 782, 783. So we're going to have resistance right here at the 788 if we can hit it, 788. Let me delete this real quick. But we are in a breakout mode, but will it continue or will it slow down and continue before the market close? That's why I'm going to look for it. I'm going to wait and see if it breaks past 11 before earnings and try and exit on the peak pre-earnings. Are you in? Where are you in? At $10? I think the call will be huge. Yes, I think the call will be huge too. You probably see a lot of volatility before the Q&A and during the Q&A. And then after the Q&A, that's going to be something to see. Like, is Open Door going to sell off a little bit when the question and answer is over on Robinhood, or is it going to go up? But a lot of times, a lot of these stocks, what they do is they go up prior to a big event, and during the event, it's a lot of volatility, and then after the event, sometimes there's some profit taking. So that's what you probably want to look for. You're in at $6. Okay, nice. But yeah, right now is a good time to be in Open Door because there's a lot of hype going on with Open Door right now. So right now is a good time to be in Open Door. When it gets closer and closer, just make sure there may be some profit taken after the earnings. All right, if it goes up a lot before earnings, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. It shoots up. It goes up on hype. It goes up a lot on hype, and then when the news is over, then it goes down some. So we'll see. We'll see. But if it doesn't go up a lot on hype, then it may go up a lot on earnings. So that's what you look for that also. But right now, yeah, the 780, 8, and then the 823 is going to be where the resistance is going to be for Open Door. But we did break the 780. That was the whole mission why I came online. I want to see. So let's go online before the 780 breaks. And that's why I wanted to get online real quick. But let's see. We're up 6%. Let's see where the indicators are at. Indicators look good. The 5-minute RSI looks good. The MACD looks good. Some selling right there on the 1-minute chart. But the 5-minute look good. The 15-minute look good. The 30-minute starting to look better. The hourly is starting to look better also. So we broke the 780. Now what we want to see is what's going to happen before market close. Okay, 785. A big order just came in right there. A big buy order just came in. 9, 10, 15, 16. That's about 50,000 shares just went through. 70,000 shares just went through right now. About 70,000 shares just went through Open Door. And they brought it at 785. So a lot of attention is going on. Do you have an exit price in mind? In general, I'm holding long because I'm definitely want to stick around Open Door until the housing market fully recovers, which is sometime between 2026, mid 2026, and late 2026. That's when the housing boom starts. So short term, if you bought in early, if you bought in a few days ago when it was at $7, so it's even $6.23. If you bought in at $6.23, then it's going to be resistance at, like I said before, between 8 and 9.50 is going to be resistance. If you want to take profit around 6 to 8.50 to $9 area. $10 is going to be hard right now. $10 is going to be hard because that's going to be a strong resistance. But 8.85 to 9.50 is doable next week and with the hype from the earnings. So we're at 7.85 now. So yeah, 7.86. There we go. Thank you for the membership gift, Amniki. Thank you. You're always supporting. You're always supporting. A big supporter. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Need all the members I can get. I'm starting off slow. I'm still new to the YouTube game. I was on TikTok for 3 years. Now I'm on YouTube. So thank you so much. Yeah, that's a membership. Amniki gives you a membership. Thank you for the support. And I'm going to start doing member-only videos some more. I'm going to do a lot more starting next week. I switched up. I made a video saying I switched up some of my stocks. I'm not going to do too many stocks where it's very, very risky. I want to go to moderate risk to low risk. And that's what I kind of shifted my my content to, because I don't like people buying stocks and then it goes up a lot, then it comes down, then they get stuck in it. So I'm going to start covering stocks with moderate risk to low risk. No more high risk stocks unless it's a real nice stock. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. There are some stocks that are moderate risk that are low price, and I'll show you right now, just for Amniki right now. EOSE, that's like a moderate risk stock. It's a low price stock and it's moderate risk. EOSE, NVTS, another moderate risk stock, low price, $13.21. So we have NVTS, $13.21, moderate risk, and EOSE, moderate risk stock, which is $16. And we have one more that's kind of high risk, but it has been looking good. Uh, LAES been looking pretty good. LAES, and another one is pretty good. Moderate risk. CIFR has been looking pretty good. So those are moderate risk stocks that I've been looking at. CIFR, LAES, NVTS, and EOSE. Pretty good stocks. And as you can see, EOSE has some good news, and that's why it's kind of pumping right now today. A profit you took from what? What did you take profit at, Nikki? Open Door or somewhere else? NMRA is a stock I'm scalping right now. NMRA. Check that out. Oh, okay, there we go. Looking good. Looks good. Up 7%. A lot of volume, too. A lot of volume. Well, 3 million volume, right? But a lot of volume compared to what it was before it started pumping. At 19 million, 10 million, 5 million, then 7 million, then 3 million. So that's a lot of buys right there. A lot of buys because only 3 million volume and it's going up a lot. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, Open Door. I just missed it again. Just went up some more. 789 for Open Door. 790. So we called it. We called it for sure, right? $200 profit. Nice. Very nice. So yeah, 790 for Open Door. We called it. I got on just in time. Yeah, I bought some calls for Open Door yesterday at around, where did I buy that? I bought it around 7:30 or 7:40, I think. I think I did. Was it? Yeah, I bought it around 7:40. But I took profit early around 7:70. But it's going back up again, 790. Very, very nice gain on the $200 profit. Very nice gain. NVTS, night at 1250. Tried to buy it today, but set order too low. And now it's at 1333. Yeah. NVTS. I like NVTS as well. It's a very good stock. Looks like it could start going up again soon as based on the daily chart. Looks like it can start going up some more. Consolidating for the past 4 days. And we got a green candle right here. You know what could happen? NVTS could go up some more next week with their earnings. We have a lot of earnings next week with Circle and I think CoreWeave, I think. So it could go up some more with those earnings. Semiconductor stocks could run again with those earnings. But yeah, Open Door is looking good. Nice little uptrend. We said the volume comes, it will go up, and it's going up. Can we hit $8 before close? That's the big question. But we did break 788. We did break the 788, but I drew the resistance line right there, the blue line. So that's where we need to break. There it is. We're right there at the 788. It's trying to break it though. It's trying to break it. 789 right there. After 790, it's pretty much easy to go to $8. It's not too much in a way for $8 for Open Door. If it breaks the 790 and the 795 area. Like the last one. Yes, a lot of eyes on NVTS also. A lot of people doing YouTube videos for NVTS. I see a lot. Are you still holding Open Door? You have a lot of shares in Open Door still. Nikki. That 789 resistance, can we break it? That's the question. Can we break that 789? All right, 788, 789 still there. I should have held my calls. I had some nice calls. There's some selling right there, right at the resistance that I drew. 788, some selling. Somebody's selling. 787 now. See what Nvidia is doing. Nvidia is still trying to get back up there. Nvidia is still trying to get back up there. Fubo. I used to follow Fubo a lot before. A long time ago. I used to have shares in Fubo. Years ago. I got 25 in my scalping right now and still 1,000 in my long account. Nice. Nice. Oh yeah, Fubo. I used to watch that. I used to have shares in that a long time ago. I'm not sure what it's doing recently. Let's see what's going on with Fubo. 1% up. It must have had news, right? Because at October 29th, it went from 366 to 439, but 76 million volume for Fubo. So it must have had news recently. I know YouTube TV lost a lot of channels recently. YouTube TV lost a lot of channels. So they may open the door up for some of these other streaming companies, right? Lost a lot of channels. I got an email from YouTube TV saying that they lost a lot of channels. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But Fubo is in an uptrend. Trying to make the uptrend. Next week we'll know if it's in a real uptrend on Fubo. But it's trying to. It's definitely trying to go back up. Indicators are starting to point up. The hourly looks good. Hourly looks really good. The daily chart is almost there. Not there yet, but almost. Yes, we have a lot of volume open doors, so I have no problem with open door. Open door is right in the good spot. Right in the good spot, because a lot of volume is here. Even if it comes down, even if open door comes down a little bit, it's fine, because a lot of volume is there. It can come right back up. When it goes down and there's no volume, that's when you start to worry, because if there's no volume, it's just going to keep going down. But right now we do have some volume, but that 788, 790 is going to be resistance. It needs to break for that $8. Yeah, the Disney merger got confirmed 2 days ago, but it only spiked a little. Now earnings are on Monday with more news. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check out Fubo and see what kind of how they've been trending. But yeah, it's looking good as far as the chart, for sure. It says Netflix awaits offer for Warner Brothers assets. You seen this one? Netflix awaits offer for Warner Brothers assets. Netflix stock split. That's going to be huge when Netflix split November, I think 17th or 16th. Comcast, better than expected earnings for Comcast. Increasing 28% year over year. Driven by Peacock. So, possibly reason why Fubo is going up is because other companies in the same sector are reporting good earnings. So that's possibly why Fubo is going up. Oh yeah, Fubo business with Disney, Hulu, and Live TV business. Okay. That's good. Good news. Yeah, so maybe we can start seeing an uptrend for Fubo. Maybe we can start seeing an uptrend. A lot of good news going on. What you want to watch for? You want to watch for unexpected volume, more volume than usual, and then that's how you know institutions are coming in Fubo and starting to buy. And this could be right here, the spike right here. It could be some institutions buying right here. And then they brought it back down so they can buy back lower and then bring it back up slowly. Hello, Eric. Broke even on Open Door. Are you sold Open Door today? A lot of people are selling Open Door today. Another person said they sold Open Door as well. But people are selling just before the hype. There's going to be a lot of hype next week for Open Door. A lot of hype for Open Door next week because the Robinhood Open Door collaboration. Cartel opened at 786. You bought in at 786? We'll get back in when the price drops. I don't know. See, that depends, Eric. Everything depends on the earnings and what happens with the Q&A and the guidance. If the guidance is good, it probably won't ever see $6 again. If anything, mid $7 area or high $7 area, because it's gonna be a lot of hype next week. But if they deliver, it probably won't ever see $6 or low $7 again. If they deliver, if they don't deliver, then you may see the high sixes again. If they don't deliver, but a lot of people are betting on Open Door to do well. That's why the price target for Open Door went up. I think was it JP Morgan? One of the banks raised the price target for $6. I think it was JP Morgan. $6 is gonna be a hard one to get that low. Because reason why is that even when there was bad news for Open Door, it went to 623, and then when it went to 623, it pumped up, and then there's bad news again when it came to Jerome Powell, and then the lowest it went was $7.09, and now we have a lot of hype going on from the earnings next week. So we could easily see $8 next week, low $8 in the beginning of next week. Then if the earnings and the guidance is good, Robinhood Q&A is good, then we're looking for the mid eights next week. 825, 850, something like that, or 875 maybe. But it all depends on how they deliver their earnings next week. And the numbers and the guidance. Are we back at 787? Good job, Open Door. Back at 787 again. My stop for opening at $6, $10. Yeah, $10 would be great. $10 would be great. A lot of people would be happy for $10. All right. 788. Let's go. 788. 787. Yeah, the lowest I see this stock going. I really don't see any kind of lows right now because there's too much hype going on Open Door. It's just too much hype at the moment. I don't see it going down at the moment at this time or early next week. Because a lot of people are going to be buying in anticipation for the earnings with Robinhood. So the resistance is going to be, like I said, 820. Let's see, $8 and $8.20. Clear so many things up. Put it right there. 788 is the resistance for it right now, intraday. And then we got the 820. But yeah, a lot of people will be happy that Open Door goes to $10 for sure. Because when Open Door did go to $10, a lot of people bought in. They were buying the hype, and then it came down, and they're stuck in Open Door, right? They're stuck in it. I don't know if they're going to sell when it goes to $10 again, or they're going to hold for to see if it's going to go any higher. But yeah, it's a 1 minute chart. You know, a lot of volume still in a 1 minute chart, so I don't know. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if it's going to stall here or it's going to go up and break the 788 again. Got to see support 783. There we are for the support resistance for Open Door. There we are. See what happens. See what happens. Yeah. $11. It went to $11. I didn't even know it went to $11. Oh, 1087. Yeah, I sold half my shares, then I got back in. I sold around the $9 area. But then I got back in later on around the high 6, low 7. I put the other half back in. My initial buy was in around 4, and now my average is around, I think, 5 or 6. I forgot, because on my other account, I use Webull to day trade, and I use Robinhood for my shares. So I have 2 different accounts. So yeah, it's stuttering at this 788. It really is having a hard time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens by 4 o'clock. What other stocks is going on? Let's see what other stocks is happening. Any excitement anywhere else in the stock market world? MVTS is going crazy. MVTS is going insane, right? Look at that MVTS chart. In the last hour, MVTS has risen from 13.10 to 13.56, just like that. So it looks like semiconductor stocks is coming back. You know, LAES, NVTS. Fubo is doing its thing. And you know, the resistance is going to be right here at the 370, 380. 380 Fubo. Yeah, we can break 380 Fubo. I think Fubo is going to start getting a lot of attention. A lot of attention if we can break that 380. Because it hasn't broken 380 in a while, right? In the past day or two. You know, it pumped up right here, but when it came down, consolidated, and that 380 is going to be resistance now. Yeah, MVTS is going up like crazy right now. It's pumping. If it comes back down, we're talking about 13, 15. If it comes back down, we're talking about around this area where it can come down to. If it does go back down, around 13, 15, 13, 17. Open Door is still trying to do something before 4 o'clock. Still trying. There we go, 789 again. I wouldn't be surprised if Open Door tested $8 for real. Wouldn't be surprised if it tested it before it closed. That's where it wants to go. Open Door. It wants to go to $8 before it closes. That's guaranteed based on how the volume is hitting. It definitely wants to hit $8 before it closes, or at least 780, or at least 798. Because there's a big wall at 798 and 795. Amazon still holding up. Yeah, still holding up. Amazon still holding up. But Nvidia, what Nvidia is doing. So 204. Nvidia made a comeback. 204. It's trying to hit that 205. See, a lot of these high risk stocks, I gotta take a break from it, right? Buru, I like Buru, but it's just too high risk right now, and I'm not waiting for the stock to go up. Like Buru, maybe I'll buy some shares, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I had shares of Buru for a while, and then it went up to went back up to like 40 cents. I just went ahead and I sold my shares for now. It's just there's just too many other stocks out there that's moving to have money just sitting in some stocks that you're not 100% sure on. All right, a lot of stocks out there that's doing really good. You went to Meta? Yeah, I've been watching Meta. I was trying to figure out where it may stop and slow down and go back up again. It looks like it could have some support here, actually. I'm in the wrong stop. 1 second. There we go. So, I was trying to figure out, how much, Meta's going to go down before it starts to come back up again. A weekly still doesn't look good. Daily doesn't look good. 4 hour. 4 hour, not looking that great, the 4 hour. And the 1 hour looks okay. The 1 hour looks okay, but we're going to need confirmation because it is the 1 hour. So, I probably would say 653 needs to break that. 655. It went down so fast, all right? It went down so quickly. Yeah, I don't know. Because it has support at a 625, right? It has support at 625, but it may not go down that far, right? It may not go down that far. Yeah. So what I see so far is 660 and 656 resistance for Meta. 656 and 660. It has to break. And the very low support would be 625, but it may not go down that far. It may not. Because the 1 hour is starting to turn, but we don't know if it's going to keep going up. 15-minute looks decent, but, it's starting to sell again right here. So, we'll see. We'll see about Meta. But I do have this area right here. Support 625, resistance 656, and then 660. If you can break 656 and 660, it could be back on its way to around the 670 area for Meta. But I'm definitely going to keep close attention to Meta because Meta is one of them stocks where it's not going to go away. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to go down to a certain area where the institutions can load up again, and then it's going to go back up again. So I definitely got my eye on Meta. Doge Catcher, ASST rising again, probably getting above 135 for warrants. Cartel, my average is $5.50. Nice. $5.50 is good. $5.50 is good. Anything under $6 is good for Open Door. Yeah, Open Door going ahead. Open Door's going ahead and sell some shares. It look like they're selling 782, but we'll see what happens. But Open Door is in a uptrend on the hourly, so on the 4 hour, the 4 hour and daily and the weekly looks decent for Open Door. Weekly is trying to slow down on the selling. The 4 hourly and the daily looks good. What was I about to look at? I was about to look up. Oh yeah, ASST. I covered ASST a while back. Yeah, it is breaking some resistance right there. It's gonna need to bring that. It's gonna need to break that 147, 150 area to be 100% back. So, yeah, 30K shares of ASST. Yeah, so watch for that 150. Can they break the 150 or not? That's where we're going to be watching. If we can break the 150. And this area right here is, pretty good to keep going up because we don't have no resistance to 150. Yeah, 145 to 150 is where is where you want to watch and see, how can it perform how can ASST perform between 145 and 150. You want to see how it trades. Are people selling in that area? Are people buying in that area? Is it hesitating in that area? That's what you want to look for ASST between 145 and 150. But below that is pretty decent to go back up again. Oh, 30,000 shares for open at 550. Nice. That's a good amount of shares right there. Good amount of shares. So yeah, you definitely want to watch for next week. Because next week gonna be a lot of volatility and a lot of volume for Open Door. A lot. You probably won't see the most volume for Open Door in a long time for Open Door. A long time. I'm probably talking about maybe 150 to 200 million volume or more. So, it's going to be a lot. I think the earnings is Thursday. And days leading up to the earnings, that's where you're going to see a lot of volatility. And, they're starting to profit take a little bit before close, it seemed like. 777. But it's still in the support range right here. 771 is going to be the support. Yep. So, there it is for Open Door. There it is. AMD trying to recover back again. Fubo. That's what Fubo is doing. Fubo is profit taking too. It could be a trend. Any more stocks profit taking? Or just Fubo and Open Door right now. Yeah. Any other questions? Any other charts that y'all want to look at? Any more charts? Any more stocks? Or MVTS is going down a little bit too. Yeah, so it's like pretty much the stock market for the mid cap and low cap stocks are going down a little. MVTS is coming down some. Open Door is coming down some. Fubo is coming down some. AISP. Airship Holdings. I don't even know this stock. I don't know this one. Oh, AI-driven video sensors. So it's in a good sector. It's in a good sector. AI-driven video sensors, data management surveillance platform that improves public safety. Oh, so that's a good sector, I think. That's a good sector. A lot of people are talking about that. We need improved sensors for cars for autonomous driving, right? Autonomous driving before it can, be widespread in the United States. So I do like the sector for AISP. I do like the sector for sure. It says Airship AI files to sell 2.7 million shares of common stock for holders. That's 2 days ago, though. That was 2 days ago. But it hasn't really affected the stock, it seemed like. The company is not selling any shares of common... Wait, hold on. Airship AI files to sell 2.7 million shares of common stock for holders. And then it says the company is not selling any shares of common stock under this prospectus and will not receive any proceeds from the sale of the shares of common stock. Okay. confusing at first. All right, so maybe it went up because of that. It's not selling any shares. Yeah, so it's a good company to watch because of the sector, but the volume is kind of low, but it's a good sector to watch for sure. They had a big contract with the federal government. Yeah, something definitely to watch. Anytime a company is in a sector that's growing, um, it's a good one to watch, and that's a good sector for sure. Energy stocks, AI, tech, nuclear, those are all gonna be good companies for right now, based on the direction of the administration. See RR robotics. Seems like RR is still like kind of in a downtrend based on the technicals. But today was a good day for it, right? Let's see, 2%. Not really a good day. Went down, trying to come back up, but it can't. It couldn't break the resistance at it right here. So it seems like it's definitely still in a downtrend for RR. It consolidated for what, 2 days, and then it went back down some more. Yeah. Yeah, so you want to look for a 425 support. I would say 425 support. So I was looking at RR a while back, I think last week, and I drew these resistance and support lines, and they pretty much held off right where I drew it, I guess. I haven't looked at it since. It broke this resistance it couldn't break, and then this resistance it couldn't break. Then it hit support right here at 490, and now I just drew a 426 support. I just drew it just now. So 426 is going to be the support. And then I'll take this off right here. You can use this as guidance. I'll draw some support and resistance for you real fast. Yeah, I would say this. I would say this right here. Something like that. 426 support, and then resistance is gonna be at 528 and 560 for RR. But right now I am seeing a downtrend for RR at the moment. It's trying to recover. It is trying to recover with the 464, the 480, but we'll see. We'll see if it can break that resistance that I just drew at the 528 area. 528, 530 needs to break that. Yeah, so open door looks like it's slowing down a little bit. It is support at 771. May break it, may not. It may go lower, below the support. But I think good things are to come for Open Door for next week. But just be cautious when the earnings get closer. If there's any profit taking, either during or after the Q&A earnings. It said LAES is still doing good, right? It just hit 750 LAES. So this is definitely a stock to watch, LAES. LAES, NVTS, and EOSE. I like those stocks for a low price stock. No problem, no problem. You said VG? Is that a stock ticker? That what you're looking for? Or let me see, Venture Global. Oh, it's an energy company. Oh, liquefied natural gas, LNG. Arlington, Virginia. I think I've seen this before. Arlington, Virginia, United States, North Suite. I don't live too far from this place. I may go knock on the door. LNG, North American natural gas. Yeah, it's a good sector as well. It's in support area right here. Support looks like 855 area because it's been on that area for about 2 days. But let's see if it holds it. See if it holds 855. No. I would say 875. I would say possibly, probably a buy if we can start to break 875 and confirm the uptrend 875 and the support 855. We're about 10 cents away from 875, so maybe a one to watch because we're only about 10 cents away. We're at 865 now, so the 875 could be a price area to watch for VG. Because reason why I put the resistance there is because it's been consolidating pretty well already. So no need to put it too high. When the stock has been consolidating for a while, it's going to drop the resistance lower, and then it can break it. It can break the resistance since it's been consolidating for a while. But if a stock dumps, and then the resistance is going to be pretty high, it needs to break. Let me check open real quick, then I'm going to head out. Open at 774, still going down. 771 is the support for open door. Resistance, 788. All right, everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for the support, and thanks for the memberships. Thanks for the gifted memberships. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, everybody who joined, and make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on so when I go live, we can do this again. Take care.